Hey guys, welcome to another Sunday stream. It'll probably be a quicker one today, depending on how many people we get in here. It's going to be a little bit later, so went out, had to do a little bit of shopping there after church, and went out to Applebee's. Highly regretting that decision, but nice day. We got 68 degrees. Had extremely cold temperatures this week, at least for this time of year. Probably more so normal, I guess, but not in the past couple of years. Another little deer got smacked. Yeah, I'm hoping that we're going to have audio here. Let me see. Let me know if we still got audio, if there's anybody out there watching. I just turned off the truck Bluetooth, so I'm not sure if that'll still work or not. But we're headed down to the wood yard, like I said. Sun a little bit. Alright, shut this thing down. A little vape going here. So I've got a couple things to go over, I think. All depending. I wanted to last week. When we I know you guys weren't really much of a part of it. At least you haven't been in the past couple weeks. But I don't think there's no addresses or names on here, except for my old employer. What's going on? All right, so nonetheless, I wanted to go over for anybody that, I mean, obviously I could probably get rid of, it doesn't really matter, Duham. First load of logs. So it was 3 loads, 3 truckloads. Okay, we had 3 truckloads, so the truck left the lot when we were logging. The truck left the lot 3 times. They loaded up a pup that was out on their local job, came back, loaded up the truck, then they put it to ground basically there, and then they came up, got the last load, picked up the pup, brought it to the mill. The following day they brought up the last load. So 1 truck and pup load, then 1 just the truck, self-loader type of deal here, or straight truck if you want to call it that. But I wanted to keep you guys kind of in the loop. If you guys are interested in what you can make with a chainsaw, a tractor, a team of horses. I can't say a lawnmower because, you know, some of the pine that we took off the hill was over 30 inch. So nonetheless, the total footage on the 3 loads was 10,320 feet. Okay. And they broke it all down. My average, which I've got on the phone with the price breakdown, like I said. So this is pine logs in upstate New York, and this went to Tupper Lake hardwoods, which they don't saw hardwood, right? They saw softwood, so whatever you want to say with the name. Nonetheless, so me personally, after I had 2 weeks, 2 weeks of logging before hunting season started, I was down for 3 days with a broken winch, and I was basically bumper pulling everything that I could. So I basically had about a week worth of, you know, good solid logging, we'll say, of softwood. Now there was hardwood pulling from there too. Nonetheless, my grand total that I made in that, we're gonna say 1 week. Let me see. And of course, it doesn't have it before the trucking. So let me do quick math here. So I'm going to say $4,500. Okay, so that was me by myself, tractor, chainsaw, logging tape, knowing what the scales take. So I've got $4,500 for that 1 week of logging softwood. All right. The trucking fee, he cost, well, the truck cost $120 per 1,000 foot. So he ended up charging me $1,238 in order to haul the wood from the lot to the mill. And then I paid 1,000 stumpage. So I'm sitting right around $2,200 from them 3 loads, 1 week of logging back and forth. So just to give you guys a bit of a, it just sucks because I wish I had the actual mill sheet. This is from my old employer. Basically, he brought it in with his loads and separated out my stuff from his. But they basically, they sent me a load sheet from what the mill did after they took out the so I would have liked to see it on all one sheet of paper instead of the way it is. But nonetheless, at I think it ended up being around $480. Oh, actually, right here, this is good. Okay. Right here. Okay. So they averaged me out at $480, 1,000 board feet, which makes sense. I guess it would make sense, but it's $300 off. So, so we got 10 prime logs on the last load, which this I believe was, okay, there's the number of loads. Okay, so 39 logs on that load, 68 logs on the second. So pallets, number of logs for pallet was 1. Board foot 48 or 45. Wow, that's awesome. Prime 5, and the prime log is going for 5,000 or $500 per 1,000 board feet. Saw logs are going for $425 a 1,000. Saw logs are going for $280. So that's really pretty impressive. So on them 5 logs, I got $320. That's really, he did all right on that, I'd say. He did me good on that. Saw log 2, 2,201. Okay. Nonetheless, if I had my normal guys in here, you guys would kind of be in the loop. But yeah, it was my first ever selling logs to a mill type of situation. So for anybody out there that has any interest in it, there's definitely money to be made relatively quickly. Not tree job fast, but that type of deal. So, and if you have trucks, very, very, very quick. Because I mean, it only took him what, 2-3 hours to make $1,200. So, kind of what's going on. Let me see. G Hunter VR, Mitchell Sosa, WS Plays, G Hunter VR. What's up with the VRs? Oh no, same guy. What's this live about? about anything. Going back and forth with you guys. Like I said, I've been wanting to have an in-depth, and I might even do a little video on it where I can actually break everything down and let people know if they've got decent size wood on their place. And then somebody walks up to them, or they walk up to a logger or a truck driver, whatever the case may be, and they tell them, hey, I want this much, to be expecting that, you know, it's not going to be cheap. It's not cheap. I've talked to 3 different outfits, and they all were about the same. You know, now $1,200. Let's say it's $1,200 a week, and I brought out, 6-8 weeks. Then I'd be looking at $10,000 in trucking. I might be looking at buying an older truck, but then you get into all the road. It really is a rough game. So, but the firewood's been moving. I got some more people coming in this week for firewood. I'm gonna start processing and probably get some more trees cut here, because now we're here for a little while, and then we'll be logging directly behind here come wintertime when the ground freezes up on me. So I can't wait for that, because a couple more chunks of change like that will have me sitting a lot prettier this winter than last. That's for sure. But last winter was the first kind of experimental deal with the firewood processor. And like I said, the processor's now on its second term of paying for itself. So it's a blessing, and it's still running strong. I do have a little bit of wear and tear stuff that I've got to fix on it, but nothing that's going to cost any money of any sort. So just wear parts that I put on there to make it a little bit cleaner process. So Dan, how'd your week go, Bubba? Not too bad, sir. What the heck's a sir? We not talked in that long. You the rental side still strong? Is the rental side going strong? And do you still have your 9 to 5 going? Did you see what I just picked up, Bubba? All equipment is rented out, and yes, good for you, man. I just actually we'll go for I gotta move the tractor, but I've got to lock this place up anyway. I might as well bring out my little board. Oh, we got a service board. That way I can keep track of my hours on everything and when I done my services. But yeah, I'll set you guys up real quick. I'm gonna move the tractor. I've got it blocking the door to the shop because I didn't have my truck yesterday when I came down here. Let me see. Given the 9 to 5 has slowed down, so thankful everything is working out to be makeup. For the low hours, good for you, buddy. Wow, that's a blessing and a half, right, man? Good to see you again, sir. What is your name? My name, my first YouTube channel was Rubber Side Down. So I'm experimenting. Well, I was experimenting with a name when I did this one. And all depending on which way the business goes, it might change. It'll probably stay RSD. Just not sure how it's going to change yet. If it'll be like RSD Logging or RSD Firewood or just keep it outdoors yet. Just give me a second. Find my key. Get this thing moved. All right. I had it right up against the door. Oh. With a bucket, that way it was somewhat safe in here. Let me see. So you guys probably won't see very much, but let me see. I'm gonna put a little service board up. Not much has changed in here either. It's just gotten a little bit more messy. I still haven't had a day. I did go down. I got two more friggin' A. The whatever it's called, Rotella. I got another. Last time I picked up AMSOIL. This is what I run in my saws. Interceptor. Last time I bought some of that, I think it was $38. I just picked some up Friday, Saturday, whatever. It was 68 bucks. I got a little cheap vise that I'm going to mount probably over here where I could just sharpen a saw real quick. But yeah, Dan, I just picked this guy up. Not a 572. I almost got a 572, but I wanted something for lemon. And I am very, very impressed with that little sucker. Not gonna lie. I was not at all thinking it was gonna turn on the way it did, but that thing's a little zipper. Little zipper. I've cut probably 10, 20 popples with it, and then yesterday I had a well, there's my tri-ball. I was looking for that yesterday. Yesterday I had a lady that needed me to move some boats for her and everything else, and I had brought that saw with me. And what else do I need out of here? She had a maple, probably 24. I got sun's either in my eyes or yours. About 24 inch. I was nowhere near cutting through it because that's got an 18-inch bar on it. But it did not care. Even it was one of them yard tree, dwarf, maple, whatever the heck, where it's got more limbs on it than height. You know, it might have been 60, 70 foot tall, but it looked like a bush. And it had a crotch like at 4 foot, so I ended up cutting above the crotch to take the main stem, and then when I got to the stump, you know, there was a good 3-4 foot of weight above when I went to cut the stump low, and that thing just, it chugged right through it. Didn't even care. So I am very, very impressed with that little saw for my first 50cc deal. I'm impressed with it compared to, I might as well bring this up to my parents too. Compared to the old ranchers, the Rancher was nothing to complain about either. Them little Ranchers, they did all right too. Let me see. I gotta move you guys real quick here. They did all right. I think that was before he kind of got the homeowner type of saw, right? Late 90s, early 2000s, that type of Rancher. It looked kind of like the 372, but smaller. Not these new ones that you get at Tractor Supply and whatnot. What else have we got here? I think I'm just gonna bring this. Yeah. All right. Get this locked up and go back to the. We'll go back to the programming here. What happened to my car keys? This is all stuff that I normally do off cam. So I've been saying the past 2 weeks that we're gonna get back into regular video type of deal, but I'm still not there. I'm just a little bit crazy with work right now to dedicate any time to it. Come on. This is a two-hand job, apparently. There it is. Buy a lock that's smarter than the freaking user. You guys get one of these guys. When you turn it, it turns the head. So if you got any type of resistance, it just sucks. It doesn't pop like a normal lock would. All right, so we got the inverter. Oh, and we're gonna be changing the wires out on that, putting some beefier ones in there. That way I can try to run the sharpener, which I should have showed you guys. I just got the diamond blade for the diamond or the carbide tipped chainsaw chain for the processor. So we're gonna be trying that. The other cool thing is with that processor, I put an 18-inch bar on it, and the new saw has an 18-inch bar with 325 pitch. So I'm gonna try one of these diamond deals on that and try to get some of these stumps low. I seen the video. I don't know much English because I'm just a kid, but I just came here to see you again, and I'm trying to give you more subscribers, whatever I can do. See you later. Oh, thank you, bud. Appreciate that, man. Nice to see you again, buddy. I get a lot of nice comments and nice people on the Sundays. That's why I do this. I enjoy it. Good to have some new people in. Talk back and forth, you know. So yeah. So not $64. Amsoil Interceptor, 2-cycle oil, $57.99 plus tax. That's what it was. Pretty crazy. But I think we're already just about 5 o'clock, so I'll wrap her up here unless you guys have got any more topics or conversations. Dan, I did a little bit of EFT last Sunday. That was rough. I'll have to get with you one of these days, and we'll do it a little bit and get me back in the swing of things. It won't take me very long. I just got to get my settings back, because after I uninstalled it, I lost all that stuff. So I actually went against a I just did a scav run that night, and I was too exhausted by the time I got the arena mode and then EFT, because I had to put it on a different drive like 3 different times because it's just such a big download. I got a tick in my ear or something. The heck was I saying? Oh, it took a while to find a spot to put it, right? So yeah, I went in and I did a woods map. Um, and then all my visual stuff was just trash. So half the map I was in there trying to fix my post FX or whatever the heck you want to call it, because I never ran with it before, but that was the only thing that made the game look good. So I'm trying to do that and get it all straightened up, and watching YouTube videos and blah blah blah. Nonetheless, at the last 5 minutes of the game, there was an airdrop. I went over to the I think I was doing factory exit or something like that, so over where the train yard was, and I ended up getting two PMCs that were very high. And when I went to loot the second one, I ended up getting popped in the head, but I couldn't figure out how to get the box open, the airdrop. So it was cool. It was definitely definitely a good first match. It could have ended out better with me taking out all the gear and whatnot, but it was fun nonetheless. I miss it. But so I ended up getting Black Ops 3, I think, with Deputy, and we've been doing zombies there probably around every other night or so. So it's been fun on the nights, that the sun goes down at frickin' 6:30. So, but yeah, I've been playing Arena to level up to 15. Then it opens the flea market. What? I've been playing Arena to level up. You can level up from Arena now? No kidding. See, Arena wasn't a part of EFT before. I mean, Arena was its own thing. So that's changed since I had it last. That's awesome. I'll have to do that because I actually enjoyed Arena. It got my gun game better. It's just fast paced, and you don't have to build a gun and build a loadout every time. I'll have to get with you on that, man. That's definitely something I could do, especially when I'm worried about them stupid tasks when I don't have a gun set up, until you get the flea market going. So yeah, that'll be fun. I'll look into that then. No, we've been doing the Black Ops Zombies, Day Reese and the Giant, and then we did a moon there the other night. That was different. That map is really different. But yeah, no, I'll get with you, man. Like I said, you gotta look out for me when I'm on, and like even Discord, I don't even know how to use it anymore. I think I sent you a message, but then I sent one to, or no, I think I was writing you one, and it ended up sending it to Deputy. It's just, I don't know. Waiting for the new one to drop for the zombies. I don't know. I haven't even played any of the new ones. Like for Black Ops 3, I've still been on like World of War maps, except for the Moon. So, and I'm not paying $8 or whatever for the. I think there's like 3 or 4 maps I don't have, but it's like $8 a map. Yeah, the crappy thing about that too is I only when I first started playing Black Ops there 3 years ago or whatever it was, I bought World at War, I think it was. And I literally bought World at War because the zombies at World at War I liked better than the ones that came with Black. Because I don't play Call of Duties. I think I might have played a little bit with you, but I'm just not that fast paced type of guy. And so I ended up buying the old World at War pack with all the zombie stuff on it. And then the following day, Black Ops 3 came out with the expansion pack that had all the World at War World at War maps plus. So I wasn't all that happy about that. So I ended up getting both of them, and Yeah, but nonetheless, I'm gonna end it there. Like I said, I got my tractor keys. I got my tractor keys. I got my truck keys. I'm gonna leave without them in there. That's locked up, and hopefully I found a camera, so hopefully I'll be able to get some content, and start doing some of that again. Like I said, we're gonna keep logging the hardwood off of this piece. There's not a whole heck of a lot left, but there's a lot over the top of the road that I want to try to get. Yeah, I don't really need to walk around. There ain't much that's changed except for the wood piles are getting lower. So yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up there, guys. But I didn't wanna not stream on a Sunday if I was able to. It just, like I said, it just was a little bit later than I wanted to today. But nonetheless, God bless y'all. Thank y'all for coming in and hitting that like button. And either way, I'll update with a short of what's going on. I think this week should be a little bit less chaotic. I don't know yet. I know I got deliveries, and I know I've got another tree job up the road. And I think I got a little bit more work at my Grams to do with the area that we were pushing downhill. All that clay and whatnot. We've been stone picking that. So nonetheless, guys, God bless y'all. Thank you so much for the support, and we will see you when we see you.